Good afternoon, V5A. Today we are gonna explain the differences between monologue and soliloquy. You might be asking yourself, what the fridge is a soliloquy? Let's start with the definition of a soliloquy. As Google says, a soliloquy is an act of speaking one's thoughts aloud when by oneself or regardless of any hearers, especially by a character in a play. In other words, thoughts spoken out loud without addressing another. A famous example of a soliloquy is the famous speech by Macbeth that starts with, "She should have died hereafter." It's basically a monologue addressed to oneself.
But now you're probably thinking, what's a monologue? I bet most of you guys know what it is though. Coming at you with Google definitions of a monologue, a long speech by one person in a play or film, or as part of theatrical or broadcast program. Characters express their thoughts through monologues and use them to deliver important speeches to the audience and other characters. An example of a monologue is a president's speech to a crowd.
Tonight is a particular honor for me because, let's face it,
There are three types of monologues. One of them is a soliloquy. The other type of monologue is a dramatic monologue. These are usually speeches towards a crowd. At last, there's an internal monologue. It's the expression of a character's thoughts so that the audience can witness what is going on inside that character's mind.
For example, on TV and in films, internal monologues are usually spoken in the character's voice, but without seeing them actually speak. This is giving us the feeling of being able to hear his thoughts.
He got past Dylan? Doesn't even matter. Nobody gets past me.
Basically, a soliloquy, but the person itself isn't expressing his or her thoughts out loud.
Soliloquies and monologues are both different, but they do have one thing in common. They each involve a single speaker. The difference between the two doesn't have to do with who's talking, but who's listening. The main difference is that a monologue is a speech given to an audience, and a soliloquy is a speech that one's given to oneself.
So, we really hope this video has helped you guys out in finding the meanings and differences of a monologue and a soliloquy. Please stay hydrated and drink a lot of tea. Goodbye!